Welcome to the series of videos on C++ programming. In this video, we will study local and global variables. As usual, the plan is simple. First, basic concept of a scope. What is a scope? Then declaration. Then how to access a global variable within a local scope, and a working program. So, what is a scope? Uh, a scope is defined just by a pair of braces. Wherever you use a pair of braces, then whatever you write, whatever statements you write, they are local to this pair of braces. And any variable declared before main is a global variable. Similarly, any variable declared inside a pair of braces is local to it. So, for example, I have written a small code int val. Val is global because it has been declared before main. Now, scope of main is between these two braces. So, here int val1 is local to main. Okay. Now, if we wish to access a global variable inside main or any scope, we need to use of this two columns known as scope resolution operator. Now, let us see a working program. So, in this program, I have declared a global variable of type int named val and initialized its value to 10. And inside main, I have declared a local variable which is local to main with the same name, same data type, and initialize it to a value 20. I have made number of scopes here. First scope, outermost scope is for main. Okay, all variables declared inside this will be local to main, and then one more scope here, another scope here, another scope is for this for loop, and another scope here for this for loop. Okay, so here let me execute the program. Okay, now here I repeat, the value of or the local variable is always given preference over global variable if the names are same and nothing else has been specified. So here what is it doing? It is printing the value of which val? Local. Okay, so it is supposed to print 20. So it has printed 20. Now I have made a scope. This is scope. Okay. Now I can make use of the keyword extern also, but I would like to use the C++ specific way of using the scope resolution operator. If this is scope resolution operator is used before the name of the variable, then it will access the global variable of this name. So if you want to go with the C style way, then extern will also do the job. Okay, so now it will supposed to print the value of the global variable val, which is 10 here. Okay, now I have made another scope here. Here I have declared another variable with the same name, initialized with the value 30. Now this C out is supposed to print the value of this val, which is 30. So it has done it like this here. But it has been incremented by 1 using post increment operator. So it will become 31, but since it has been declared within this scope, so this val is not accessible outside this scope. So which value it will print? It will print the value of this val, and you can see it has printed again 20. Yeah, here it is 20. Okay, now earlier what used to happen is if we declare a variable like this, a loop variable inside a for loop, I was not local to this for loop. It was available outside. But nowadays what is happening is this I, its scope is this for loop only. So value of I will not be available outside this. So this loop executes twice. So value of I would, when a value of I becomes 2, the loop breaks. So value of I would be 0 and 1. These two values will be printed. Now you can see here it is 0 and it has printed 0 and 1. Okay. Now, if I try to use the value of I here, at the compile time itself, the compiler will generate error saying the variable undefined or undeclared, something like that. Okay, so its value is not accessible. But if we declare a variable before for loop, it will be accessible inside the scope, okay, as well as outside this scope. So it will again print these two values, okay. It will print these two values. It has printed 0 1, and let me clear it. And after this, value of j is still available, and value of j here will become 2, then only this loop, this for loop would be broken. So its value printed would be 2. It has printed value 2. So in this program, what we have learned is how to declare a global variable and how to declare local variables, how to make a scope, and how to make use of a global variable within a local scope by making use of either extern or scope resolution operator. In the next video, we will study typedef. It is used to define new data types in terms of already defined or existing data type. That is all in this video. Thanks for watching.